Hello, my friends. Gosh, how is it Christmas already? Isn't that just insane? I feel like autumn has flown by and we're racing towards the festive period. Today is Saturday. The fire is on. I've got my cup of tea. I've got 2 mince pies. And I feel like it's the perfect day to decorate for Christmas. I've got a lot of fun things planned for the festive period, and I want to share as much of that with you as I can. I've got our annual trip to the Cotswolds coming up, which is going to be super, super Christmassy, so I'll share as much of that as I can. I've got trips to garden centres, trips to brocantes, antique fairs, charity shops. What else have I got? Oh, and I've got a fun trip again with my mother and sister to a German Christmas market. So that again is going to be lots and lots of fun. We try to visit a different one every single year. So this is going to be a new one. I don't think I've ever visited before. So that's going to be fun. So I'll share that with you later. I'll keep that a surprise of where we're going. And then I'm sure there'll be some fun things thrown in here and there as well. And obviously, we've still got the farm to run. So there's going to be lots of jobs outside, winter jobs, you know, taking care of the animals. We've got freezing temperatures right now at night. So lots of jobs to do outside in terms of the water that freezes over. So, you know, got to keep all the animals warm. So lots of jobs there as well that I will share with you. Anyway, today I'm just going to finish up some decorating. I'm nearly there. Most of what I've done is the greenery and the lights, like the garlands and the lights on my mantle and on some cabinets and the stairs, but I still do need to decorate that. So it's just greenery and lights, but I need to add some decorations here and there. Obviously, I've done things like this already, as you can tell. I'm also making lots of bows. So I will share with you how I make one of my bows. It's very simple. All you need is your hand and ribbon, and I'll share how I do that. So that's pretty much what I'm going to do today. I also need to keep an eye out on my poorly little dog here on the couch. She's a very sleepy, very sad, very poorly little dog. It's our middle dog, Bella, who turned 11 a couple of days ago. She had surgery yesterday. She had a bump on her chest that was bothering her. So we had to get it removed. Since it was on a spot that was quite tricky, they did have to fully put her under, which is hard on an older dog. So, because she's a large breed, so she is considered old already. So that takes a bit more toll on the body when they are that age. And we thought long and hard about whether we wanted to do this because we knew that it would be an assault on her body to have her put under for surgery, but it was really, really bothering her a lot. So, you know, it just had to be done. So now I'm just monitoring her, giving her all the cuddles, and she's perking up already. She's doing great, but yeah, she just needs some time to recover. So that's why a day like today is just perfect. I'm in and around the house, and I can just keep an eye on her. So that's what I'm going to do today, just potter around, do a bit of Christmas decorating and show you what I've done. But now I'm just going to finish off my tea and eat my mince pie. I love this little situation here. This little vignette. I love the long flowing bow on the lampshade. Love this. Now, I really wanted to add some bows on either side here of the cabinet, but I've run out of this colour fabric, this colour ribbon. Now, I bought this ribbon from a garden centre recently in Tratuin-Duiven, and unfortunately I can't get my hands on more unless I physically go to that garden centre. However, it is not near to me. It's over an hour away, and I didn't really feel like going over there just for a bit of ribbon. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. It's my favourite ribbon. It's velvet. The colour is called Brick. Just subtly Christmas. Anyway, so I wanted to add this colour to the corners of this cabinet here. And I did have, but you can barely see it, so I'm not happy, this colour, which is the exact same ribbon. Again, the velvet, it's the same size, it's the same brand. I made the double bow. I'll show you in a minute how I do that. But as you can see, it just completely fades into the colour of the cabinet. So I'm not sure what to do. I might feel like driving over there sometime in the next couple of weeks, or I might not, but I'm just going to live with this one, and if it works for me, then I'll add a second one on this corner. But yeah, it's just not doing much, and the darker it gets, the harder it is to see, so there's not much point. But I just love this. Just a couple of baubles in a bowl and a bow. Very simple, but very pretty. Well, now I was rummaging around in my ribbons and I came across another ribbon. This is called the dark green. Again, same brand, same size, velvet. Just love these ribbons. In the dark green, it's a dark forest green, velvety. And I think this might actually work. So I'm going to try this. I'll make the bow with you in this colour, and we'll see if it works. So all you need is a length of ribbon. I mean, it can be short, it can be long. I want these long ends, these long dangly bits, and all you need is your hand. So you just grab it in the middle. It depends really. If you want the ends to be at the same length, you'll need to add a bit of length on one side, because this right side will shorten once you've tied the bow. But I don't care about that. I don't mind if they're lopsided, so I'm just going to keep it kind of straight. It doesn't have to be exact. It's not an exact science. So anyway, so you get your hand, and it's just going to be these two fingers. You spread these fingers as wide as you can, and you lay your ribbon over the left finger, under the right, and you do this 3 times. So you've made 3 loops on one side, 2 on the other, and now this top loop you're gonna push to the back and push through here. It's a bit tricky with one hand, and pull it through the bottom. Now make sure this is nice and flat. This is one of your ends, so just leave that be. So you should already have a double bow on your finger there. Make this nice and straight. Fold that to the back, turn over, and then this is the foldy bit that you've just done from the front. And then you're going to push this end through here to make a knot. So open that up a tiny bit and push this end through and pull it tight to make a knot. Now turn your hand back over and carefully slide this off your finger. Fluff these bows a little bit, and there you have a double bow. And always just sort of straighten this out a little bit. Don't pull too hard or you'll unknot it. But so there we have it, a double bow. So I hope that was easy to follow. And if you want, I can always redo it for you, or do a reel on Instagram or something, or do a short here on YouTube and show you how I do this. But once you've done it a couple of times, it is super easy. Now, how I hang these, I just use these normal bauble hooks. Just sort of push them through in the back, twist them around, and then you can just hook them on here. And that works a lot better. You can definitely see them now. Sorry for the shaky light, but I can't turn it off. This is one of my favourite Christmas themes. It's this, well, I like to call it Austrian, but I suppose some may call it Swedish. I don't know, but it's all these straw rattan decorations. I've got a whole bunch from all over the place, again, from different countries, different places, and I always decorate these on my stair garland. So I always like this look. I think it's so cute. Got these pine cones, some other shapes, some little hearts. I got this really adorable little cute one from my mother, who got that on her travels. And then I've got all of these really tiny little snowflakes. Again, a wreath, more hearts, a little angel, more pine cones. I just love this. I think this is adorable. And I take it all the way up the stairs, right up to here, with more snowflakes, pine cones, bells. Absolutely adorable. I love this. And this is a recurring theme, and I put this on my stairs every single year. I do have more straw decorations. I have this big star that I usually put over my kitchen window, and then I have a bunch of these garlands I think I might also put this by the kitchen window, maybe on the light. Try that out. And then I've got, I think there's 2 garlands in here, which I usually just put in a bowl and then just put out. I've got lots more left over of all these small snowflakes that I can still do a bunch with. And I have these 2 guys that I got in a collaboration last year from By Benson. 2 of them, big boys, that I also need to put out. I've got the fire on, it's cold, so it's a cozy, cozy Saturday. Perfect for Christmas decorating. It's snowing. I'm working on some jobs in the garden, just some, I guess, autumn jobs, winter jobs, you know, getting things tidy. And one of the things I'm working on is getting my kitchen garden leaf free, well, tidied anyway. Still got lots of leaves to come down from above, but you know, we've got to start somewhere. So I've blown everything with the leaf blower up against the coop here, and now by hand, as you can see, I've done a small part already. I'm picking it all up and discarding it. So it's a tedious job, but it's got to be done. So that's for the most part done. At least it's a lot more tidy until all of this falls and I'm going to have to do it all over again. But that's the thing in autumn and winter, you've just got to keep going at it and tidy things all over again, and it just keeps going and keeps going. And the thing is, you know, in autumn and in winter, we don't spend as much time outside, even though there's lots and lots of jobs to be done. But it's just, you know, it's cold, it's windy, it's rainy, it's just uncomfortable. So we don't tend to go out that much. And I'm not the kind of person who likes to just sit all day. I have to be doing something and I have to be productive. And So just a simple job as tidying up leaves, it just makes me feel good. You know, it makes me feel productive that I've done something today, and it makes the garden look tidy, because I am very much a neat freak, and even in winter, if I don't go out, the garden needs to look and feel tidy. And yeah, this definitely made me feel good, and it makes me feel a lot more calm coming into my kitchen garden, because if there's a mess around me, then there's a mess in my mind. I know I'm not the only woman who feels like this, but a tidy house, a tidy garden makes for a tidy mind in my case. So very pleased with this. I am on my landing, and yes, there is some Christmas. I'm taking my time, so I'm slowly decorating, and I want it all finished by the time we get back. The only thing that won't be done is our big Christmas tree. That is because we always bring in a real tree, which we replant into the garden after, and I can't be having it inside the house for 6 weeks because it won't survive. So 3 weeks is the maximum that it will be inside, and then we plant it outside. So that will come after we get back from our trip to the Cotswolds. But everything else for me has to be done. I love Christmas decorating, whether it's just for me, myself, if it's just for the two of us, or if we're hosting, I don't care. I just love decorating it, even if it's just for myself. And as of now, it's not yet 100% confirmed if we are hosting Christmas this year, but I'm sure we'll know more in the next couple of weeks. So with that in mind, I am just getting on with it. One of the things that I like to do, which I did last year for the first time, is put this little tree up here on the landing. I've had this tree for years now, and it's supposed to be an outdoor tree. However, it doesn't seem to work outdoors. Like, half of the branches just stop working outdoors, and inside it works perfectly. So I don't understand how that works, but it's moved inside. And the purpose for it is that I have this big bag, very festive bag, of felt decorations. I've got all sorts of types. I love a felt decoration. I've collected these over various different countries, the UK, Germany, Austria, and obviously the Netherlands, from all sorts of different shops. So I just love collecting them. And my latest one, actually, my mum bought me from Dilla and Camilla, is this cutie little dog holding a present. Absolutely adorable. So that's my latest find. So all of this is going to go on here because it just cannot go on my main tree. It's just too much, and I don't have anywhere else to put it. So it's going to go on this tree. Now, if we're hosting, then I'm going to leave the tree here because I like the idea of having something up here for guests to see. If we're not hosting, I might move it down to the kitchen so we can enjoy it more. But for now, I'm just going to leave it up here. I don't even remember half of the decorations that are in here, but they are adorable. Like, let me just flip them all out. I've got like this kind of thing, holly branches. I've got all these fun little animals. More holly. Little sheep. Gosh, all sorts of little birds. Some of these, I think these, and for instance this one, and there should be more. This guy, these are all part of I think charity, that when I bought them that proceeds would go to charity, so of course I could not buy them. But yeah, absolutely adorable little mice. So yeah, let's put these on my tree. This tree here on our driveway, which is getting too big, and it's really cramping this beautiful viburnum that we have here, which gives these beautiful white flowers at the beginning of summer. Now this one is just getting too big for this corner, so we're going to cut it down. It's getting way too big and we can't move it. It is simply too big to dig it up. So we've waited for the Christmas period to cut it down, and I'm going to reuse all these branches to make a Christmas wreath. And this is the result. I'm sorry I didn't share a making of, but my fiance surprised me with this while I was away at Pilates, and he'd made it for me, so that's super sweet. So this is the result. Very simple, very wild and wonderful. And it didn't cost us a single thing. The base that we used is a metal ring that was left over from one of our wooden water butts. I'll share in a minute what I mean, because we do have some more of those. And just tying these branches on with floristry wire, put some lights on there and a ribbon, and it's done. I love it. And it's very effective at night as well. This is one of the rings that I mean. We've got a couple of these left over from wooden water butts that we tore down a while ago, and we kept those rings because you never know what you can use them for. But perfect for a homemade wreath. So I think I'm going to end this video here with a cute shot of my darling sheep. Oh, you are so pretty, all of you. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. A little bit of preparation for Christmas, a little bit of Christmas decorating. Yes, you like that too, don't you? Hello. So thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.